near and far to travel to our celebration this evening.
I'd also like to thank Mike and Mary Drugan for the beautiful job that they did with the facilities here for the ceremony this afternoon, and also for the dinner that we've just eaten, which was excellent. And I'm sure we're going to have a great time for dancing and celebration this evening. I'd also like to thank the Gagnon family for helping with all the planning for this wedding, and also for accepting us into their family. It's not just the wedding; it's also they've accepted the Knack family to your family. We certainly appreciate your cordial friendship. With that also said, I want to get out of the way a little bit and look at Amy. Okay. Amy's my little girl. You'll always be my little girl. Tonight, Mrs. Marcus Gagnon. I've always told my daughters that life is all about choices and making those choices. And I think Amy has made a wonderful choice with choosing Marcus as her husband. Now I want to talk about Marcus a little bit. We've known Marcus for a number of years. Marcus is a great guy and a perfect choice for Amy. They both agree on their sports fans. They really love the Milwaukee Brewers. They love the Badgers and the Packers. They're both very athletic, enjoying biking, running, and challenging themselves. They both enjoy coming to the cottage, which brings up an interesting story that happened there. The cottage is at Roberts Lake for those people that don't know. And you hear the cheers from Roberts Lake. Roberts Lake is we've had a cottage on Roberts Lake, I think it's 32 years. That's as long as our daughters Katie was just born before we had a cottage, or Casey and her sister. So it's been a family. We spent all our summers there, spent a lot of time at Roberts Lake. But an interesting thing that happened up there is that a few years back, Amy and Marcus came up in the summertime, and we went out on a pontoon boat in the afternoon. We spent a lot of time at the cottage on a pontoon boat. We go out just boating and socializing, maybe having a few adult beverages and enjoying the sun in the afternoon. Yeah. Well, that afternoon that Amy and Marcus were there, Marcus had planned he wanted to make venison tips for us for supper. And he was really trying to impress us that my wife, Mary, doesn't really eat venison. I do. But so Marcus made us, he's going to make us a great meal of venison. So, well, actually, what did happen in the afternoon, I have to go back to you, because my wife told me, I'm going to tell me stories. Actually, in the afternoon, what happened is that Marcus was going in swimming, and he took a ring off his finger. And then he went to tell us a story about this ring. Now, this is on his right hand, and it was a ring that he received from his grandmother. So it's a very special ring. And what he told us that afternoon was that ring was on his right hand, and whenever he would get married, he'd switch it over and move it to his left hand. So he's very conscious he did not want to lose it swimming in the lake. So he took it off and he put it in a cup holder on the boat. Okay, so we swam and enjoyed the afternoon. We came back in, and as I said, Marcus was going to make venison for us that night. So we got to the dock, and we said for Amy and Marcus, go ahead, go up to the dock, up to the cottage and start making the venison, get that prepared. So Mary and I started picking up the boat. Well, Marcus had forgotten to put his ring on his finger. Here, it's in a cup holder, so I put it on my baby finger because I didn't want to lose it. Once lo and behold, I step off the boat onto the dock. It falls off my finger, hits the dock, plunk, in the lake. No. Anyways, thank God it's only 3.5 feet deep, and I've had to go snorkeling for some other things in the past. So I I went and got my snorkel gear on, snorkeling underneath the dock, and I found a ring. Brought it up to the cottage and told Amy and Marcus what happened and everything, and thank God I found a ring. It was very important. Well, what I also want to mention, when I'm talking about being on that dock, is on that dock, that's also where Marcus proposed to Amy on that dock.
The picture was there.
Pretty good timing. So anyways, that's kind of special, that dock that he proposed up there. Well, I want to go on now and just to continue on. Now I'd like to mention that I think both Jean and Becky and Mary and I have set a good example of many years of very happy marriages. Between the two of us, we have 70 years of marriages. I think we've set. So with that, I would like to ask everyone. I'd like to ask everyone to raise your glass and to wish Amy and Marcus a toast of many happy years, married, healthy, happy years.
Good job.
Welcome. It's truly wonderful to see each and every one of your faces here tonight, especially each and every one of your eyes looking at me right now. We've made it. We're married. Some of you may not know, but Amy will be celebrating a milestone birthday today. Amy's turning 30. Sister, that means I've got 30 years of dirt to spill right now. I think I've been waiting for this moment for 32 years. But dirt I won't spill. Not that Amy doesn't have any, but rather those stories aren't the woman she is now, but rather part of the woman she's become. Thank goodness, Marcus, that you're not marrying past Amy, because I'm not sure survive. Past Amy loves ferociously. When we were little, Dad would take us fishing, and already then, Amy, the biologist, was being formed. She caught a fish, a tiny one, and she loved it. She called it friend fish. She loved friend fish so much. She would pet it, give it hugs, toss it up in the air, sometimes catch it. Friend fish was doomed. When Amy was older, she developed a love for jungle cats. Her middle school bedroom was decorated in lions and tigers. She even, and leopards too, I guess. I missed those somehow. She even got the chance to take care of lion cubs when a traveling carnival came to town. That's right, Amy was a carny. One weekend. Not that she wouldn't have done it longer. She got to feed and cuddle the cubs all day long, but I think it was those cubs that loved Amy ferociously back. She was so proud of every scratch she came home with. As sisters, we've always defined ourselves as opposites. High school Amy and high school Kate could not have been more different. I was the preppy clothes horse to Amy's grunge and Gavin Rosdale tees. Mom needed to bribe her into a pair of khakis. I've been playing with makeup since the age of 2, and Amy was just not having it. I think each pairing of sisters has a place that's unique to their relationship, and ours is the bathroom. I've jumped at every opportunity she's ever given me to style her hair, do her makeup, put her in a pretty dress. I loved coming home from college to help you get ready for prom, or walking into the house with 3 extra dresses and playing dress up right before a wedding we're about to go to. It's just us. Our best heart-to-hearts often happen with a curling iron in one of our hands and a straightener in the other. Sometimes this is more than Amy can handle. The morning we went shopping for wedding dresses, Amy burst into tears because she couldn't figure out what she wanted to wear dress shopping. Knowing that it was a special day, I told her to dress up. It was too much. Tearful Amy burst out, "How will they ever know I'm a bride?" My response, You'll be the emotional one. Tearful Amy burst out, how will they ever know I'm the bride? My response, you'll be the emotional one. Marcus, you are so very blessed to have Amy as your wife. Amy has amazing strength. She is the controlled, level head that I pretend to be. Ooh, I'm shaking. Obviously. In the most challenging times of my life, Amy's hand grasps onto mine, squeezes real hard, and pushes me forward. I remember the first Christmas after our Uncle Dan had passed away. Aunt Sheila had written this beautiful story about how much Dan had loved Christmas. She had all of us nieces and nephews line up and ask one of us to read it aloud. Each of us knew this would be tough to get through, and we weren't sure we were ready for it. Being the oldest, I began to read. I tried so hard, but my voice just gave out. I willed myself to make sounds, but nothing came out. I remember Amy squeezing onto my hand, pushing so hard that the sensation still burns in my palm, saying, Kate, you can do this. But I couldn't. My mouth couldn't form words. Then Amy spoke. She leapt right in and finished completely the reading that none of us felt we could do. That's Amy. So today, Marcus, her hand is yours. Put your hands together. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. Congratulations.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. I'm Nick. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Marcus's older, little better brother. And I have a few words I want to say to you guys. And I'm going to apologize to Marcus ahead of time here. So we have to do an apology. But I have a friends, can you grab that down there? Oh, thank you. I have a little survival kit here for Amy, okay? So this is actually for Amy, not so much for Marcus. So let me grab this here. So how much this, and I'll have you pull things up. All right, so to prepare you for a lifetime with Marcus, for those of you who know Marcus well, he's got some idiosyncrasies here that need things to help you get through them, okay? So let me start here by having you pull out the universal remote control. Okay, now, Marcus loves to take control of the TV in most situations, actually. So when the game's on, okay, or you need something done around the house, here's how the remote works, okay? First, interrupt him. Give him a chance, at least. He's probably not going to pay any attention to you, but, okay, if he does, okay, go ahead, and what I want you to do is sort of tilt your head to the side, squint your eyes a little bit, okay? Give him the meanest look that you can. And Marcus, when she does that, guess what? You better do whatever she's asking you. Yep. No matter what. Now, you can ask my wife. She's pretty good at this. She's got a couple of these universal remotes. And I always follow her advice after we're done. So, the next thing in there, sort of speaking of TV, in sports, I think there's a ball in there. Actually, this works out perfectly, considering last night. A baseball. Now, for those of you who know Marcus, he is a die-hard Wisconsin sports fan. Okay? As is Amy, actually. Hopefully most people in the room. Now, as it turns out, this might be like a trifecta for Wisconsin sports. All right, but if you live with Marcus, a couple things you need to know ahead of time. First of all, you need to support the Packers, the Badgers, and in October, the Brewers. I'm sorry, Lee, wherever you are. Okay, next up we have an air freshener. So it's like a whole gel. It's like a reductant right here.
Okay.
Wonder what they
There it is. Okay. Yes, an air freshener. Now, it's absolutely amazing. I don't know how farts never get old to Marcus. I can't tell you how many car trips we've had where literally we had to roll down the windows in the middle of winter or stop completely. Okay, so Amy, as you know, I'm sure you know it well enough. Next time you find yourself in a Dutch oven situation, what I want you to do is just take the air freshener and place it here. You can place it here. Okay, so next up here, we got a few more things. There's a bobblehead in there. A Brett Favre bobblehead. This is kind of appropriate for what I'm going to say. Okay. So, those of you, again, who know Marcus well, knows that he can be a very passionate person when it comes to talking about certain things, okay? So, Amy, when you find yourself in these situations where you're sort of stuck in an uncomfortable argument with Marcus, I want you to remember Brett Favre and the bobblehead, okay? So, when you're arguing with him, first, what I want you to do is try this motion. Okay? If that doesn't work, okay, and you seem to get more agitated, try this motion. Guaranteed, one or two will work usually when you're in that argument situation. Right there, okay. All right, next up here, I have a tent pole in there somewhere. I don't know where it went. Marcus probably knows where this one's going. Oh, right. It's actually a whole bunch of tent poles. Okay. Now, Amy, a couple of things here. First off, I've learned to never underestimate Marcus. You know, there's a little age difference between us. I'm about 5 years older. So most of our childhood, I sort of had the upper hand when we were wrestling, or more like me beating him up. However, in one situation, he decided to grab a tent pole and fight back. Now, being 5 years older, I was able to dodge the first roll. I kind of got around the first two or three, and then he connected. I got the scar to show you. So the point of the story is, never underestimate Marcus. If you're ever in a bad situation,
get out the tent.
Okay, I want you to grab the tent pole and give it to Marcus and say, swing away. Because he will. All right, next up, I have some headbands and wristbands in there. I think Bob kind of alluded to this earlier. Both Amy and Marcus have impressed me totally. Actually, I would say Marcus went from, I mean, I'll just say flabby to fit, okay? Put it nicely, yeah. In a very short amount of time. Actually, in all honesty, I'm very proud of Marcus. He's completed 2 marathons, and just his boxing is a very, very tough thing to do for his age group. I know Amy's ran a couple of halves with him alongside. They've been doing a lot of biking. And in all seriousness, you guys continue. I mean, this is a great connection you guys have, this exercising and being. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. So anyway. And the last thing, I think there's one more thing in there. Actually, 2 things in there. There's a pair of sunglasses in there. And to quote a one-hit wonder 80s band, Tin Buck 3 is the name of the band, but these two have a future so bright.
We need to wear
Oh, they've got to wear $1 sheet. No. Now, I'd like everyone to actually please stand up, raise your glass. And I'd like to say a quick cheers to Marcus and Amy, our bride and groom.
Yay!
Love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our new bride and groom. They got married today. Congratulations. Dance lessons in between the marathons. All right, we're going to leave the bride out here now if we could. I'd like to get the bride's father on the dance floor, please. Ladies and gentlemen, nice round of applause for the bride and her dad. Congratulations. here for the bride and her father. All right, let's get our groom out here now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get the groom's mom out, please. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the groom and his mom. Congratulations.
You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be